Welcome back to Slothbox. I'm Lyndon Dixon, and this video is brought to you by Excelsior Sporting Club. I'm joined today by Sean McGOLDRIck. Sean, how you getting on, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. The last time we spoke was just before your fight with Scott Allen for the British and Commonwealth titles. Well, you got the win, and how does it feel now to be speaking as a champion?
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. Yeah, it was obviously a lot of hard work and
Mm,
stuff like that, which went into camp and stuff like that. So it was just it was nice to get the reward at the end of it. Like is it don't always work out like that. But
mm.
but this time gladly and luckily it did work out like that. So yeah, it was obviously before the fight, you sort of you put that much work in, you almost expect to not expect to win, but I'm confident of winning and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And we pretty much knew what we had to do. But then doing it on the nights, obviously always presents its own challenges. Obviously nerves and in the crowd and all that type of stuff come into play. And gladly and luckily everything went to plan and all was good.
Talk me through like the night and the fight itself. Was you happy with your performance?
Um, it was more we done what we had to do.
Mm,
We sort of had a game plan against Scott. Knew he's quite a wiry sort of um, um, boxer, so it was more just sticking to a game plan rather than boxing. It was boxing to win rather than um, you know boxing how I wanted to, so to speak.
yeah, I know what you mean. But the thing is, on that night, you headlined the show in your home country in Wales. Did that add a little something extra when you got the win? Because like your friends, your family would have been there. How did it feel when you got your hand raised? In your
Yeah,
hometown, essentially.
it was probably a special moment, the moment which I'll sort of never forget. Like because anything which I've ever done in the amateurs or in the pros has always been away from home. So to have that moment at home in front of my friends and family,
Mm,
yeah, was special, I suppose. And in from my city, that was a little bit of history for Newport. Like, I mean, I was the first one in 40 years to win them titles, and it was just a bit of history for myself, my family, and my city. Like,
mm.
so yeah, special night for me.
But there's been a few special nights in Wales recently. I mean, Joe Cordina got his belt back
Yeah.
against Rakhimov a few weeks ago, and I feel like just sitting back and thinking about it, boxing in Wales, the boxing scene is looking pretty good at the minute, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Obviously, Joe Cordina speaks for himself at the minute. He's absolutely flying, and he's flying the flag for world boxing. Obviously, you've got the likes of Liam Williams. Jay Harris was boxing tonight as we speak. He's on tonight, so that could be another British champion. We got Lauren Price tomorrow night, which could be another
Mm.
champion for us. Obviously, we got myself, Gavin Quinn. Um, sorry, that's my dog with his chew toy in the background. So Welsh boxing's a good place at the minute. So yeah, and I'm just buzzing to be a part of it, and you know, part part of them names which I've just mentioned, and there's loads of prospects coming through. Um, I think Welsh boxing is probably the strongest it's been in a long, long time. Like, do you know what I mean? And yeah, yeah, I'm just buzzing for Welsh boxing.
Mm. Well, what's next for you? Because I think that the fight was in February, but what's next? Like, what are you looking for? Is it maybe a rematch with Isamba or Prince Patel? Maybe who are you looking at next?
I'm honestly, I don't really care, to be honest with you. Is well, I care about my career. I worded that wrong. Sorry. I care about my career and what progresses me. I've never called anyone out in my career. I've never really been interested in that side of things. I've never been bothered who I've boxed,
Mm,
um, amateur or pro. So I definitely going to, sort of label what I want to do onto a person, so to speak. But yeah, so I'll sit down with Lee and see what sort of the plan is. Obviously, I want to um, wherever suits me and whatever's best for me, really. So yeah, so as soon as I speak to Lee properly, I'll probably have a better idea of that.
Yeah, because I think Thomas Assomba's fighting an Italian guy for the European title next. It would,
Yeah,
names aside, would that be something you're interested in, getting the European belt?
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. 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 Any sort of battle like that excites me. And that's what we're in boxing for. That's what fighters should be in boxing for, and they should always be the targets. Like the British Commonwealth, that was a target of mine, and that's what I went for, yeah, any sort of belts, anything like that, that excites me.
Moving on from yourself for a little bit, I mean, the a big talking point in boxing at the minute is that's the mythical Saudi heavyweight tournament with Fury Usyk, then Joshua Wilder. What do you think to all of that? Do you think it will happen? And just what do you think to that stuff in general? Because it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's crazy. I hope it happens. I hope it
Mm.
happens because bloody hell, if we seen if we just seen them two fights alone, then never mind an undercard to that. Just them two fights alone
Mm.
probably be the biggest fight of our generation. Like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's good for boxing. It's amazing for boxing. If they can get that deal or fights made, whatever you want to call it, then I think it'd be huge for boxing. And yeah, I think it'd just obviously be a spectacle, and I think it would be something which holds debate in the history of boxing. I think it'd be one of them type of cards or them type of fights, if you like.
Mm. Well, they're talking about if it happens, the fans are saying like, would the winner face the winner? So let's say Fury wins and AJ wins. Do you feel like a scenario like that is the only way we're going to see AJ Fury or Fury AJ, however you want it?
If well, if that's the way they're sort of talking, and obviously it makes sense for both parties, then yeah, is it be if that is the scenario as well, then AJ versus Fury, then I would much rather that in the UK, if
Definitely.
again again though, if a country or a person's putting up money and they want it in the Saudi, then I understand from a business point of view that's what they're going to do, but
Mm.
from a boxing fan, I would love to see that in the UK, and it'd be probably the biggest night in probably British sport history in a long, long time. So
Mm. Well, the last question from me. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, but you've got your British, you've got your Commonwealth. Where do you see yourself come the end of the year? What else do you want out of this year?
oh to yeah, I don't really know, mate. I don't really know. Um I thought, I just want to get ahead of myself and nothing like that, but
Mm.
at the start of the year, then the British and Commonwealth, that was my achievement for this. That was my target for this year. That was my focus. I think I told you last time. I mean, when you interviewed, that was my sole and only focus.
Yeah.
So I haven't really thought past that yet. If I'm completely honest with you, but when you mention other belts and other titles, that does excite me. So yeah. At the minute, I'm just sort of enjoying the British and the Commonwealth, but then obviously it's always nice to have bigger dreams and aspirations. So
Mm.
so yeah, so at the start of the year it was the British and Commonwealth. If I'm completely honest with you, I wasn't really looking past that. Um, I haven't started thinking about what's next really yet until I spoke to Lee and Jamie and stuff. But yeah, I'm sure I'm sure the dreams and aspirations it'd be it'd be bigger,
Exactly, mate. Well, you deserve it all. You've made a cracking start to the year, but yeah, I just want to say thanks for your time, mate. I've been Lyndon Dixon. He's been Sean McGoldrick, and we'll see you on the next one.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks
Cheers,
for
mate.
having me.